In today's Producer Reacts video, we are reacting to James Arthur's new song, Avalanche, which came out last Friday to record into this video, but I'm going to react to it today because I haven't heard it yet. My name's Joe Gautry and I'm a music producer, so I feel like I know a little bit about production, so I can make a comment on that and react to the whole song and point out all the cool features about it. And because this is a reaction video and we're going to be playing the song, this is definitely going to get demonetized, so hit that subscribe button to support the channel. And other than that, let's get into listening to the song. With James Arthur, there's always going to be acoustic guitar in this, so let's see.
Paradise, in on the bright white snow, I'm alive.
Okay, it's just from listening to the first 7 seconds of it, we got double-tracked acoustic guitar, pan left and right, it makes this really nice stereo spread, and the guitar sounds incredible. And you got James Arthur's very unique voice there as well.
This could be it for all we know. I'm a mess, don't know what I would do without you. I could cry, leading you down the same old road. I just never see you coming, only but
I'm getting Irish Goo Goo Dolls vibes here. The song's probably not influenced off it, but that's just what came to me. Like, the production sounds very similar so far.
it's fire on my head again.
Okay, so that was really cool there. So you heard this little vocal ad-lib effect, which happened like with a delay on it. That's a really good technique in production for filling in the gaps in a vocal to keep the song progressing, keep the song interesting as well and moving forward.
Running in a circle, all the stomach pains, I'm tired of medicating the adrenaline. Under this avalanche with you, avalanche with you.
Nice.
I feel the walk of love still down. But after all that I've been through, long as I'm with you.
One of my favourite thing about this sort of production, the sort of ballady pop side of music, is the introduction stuff like a cello over like a bass guitar to add a bit of depth to the song and a bit of warmth. And the cello, it's really nice, like the way it just sits in the background, you know, like it adds a sense of build and ascending to the structure of the song, but it always just goes so well together. There's something about acoustic songs with a string section, especially cello filling in maybe for like a bass guitar at times.
Nobody can hurt me now. It's been breaking me down to the bone. You're saving me, say to me, I'm not alone. Avalanche with you. Nobody can hurt us now. You and
I feel like there was an introduction of a very subtle piano there. That was really nice. Again, adds progression. I really like how the whole time this song's going on, there's more textures and instrumentation being added, which will help keep the listener engaged in the song. And as you heard there, we've now got the introduction of a drum section, which is very common in ballady songs because you want the song to start off soft and sort of get across the feeling of the song. But then you want to drive people through, and that's when drums normally get added at the start of a second verse. That normally makes sense the most amount of time to do that.
Maybe we'll disappear like ghosts intertwined in a couple of years. They'll write our stone here lying only butterflies until the bullets fly around my head again.
I'm loving the string section in the background here, which is a lot more prominent than at this stage in the last section of the song, the last pre. You can hear it fluttering at the sides of the mix, so it's not that overpowering, but it's there and it's adding that atmosphere and adding that emotion. String sections are so good at adding emotion to the song and adding sort of like a storytelling perspective.
Running in a circle, all the stomach aches, I'm tired of medicating the adrenaline. Under this avalanche with you, avalanche with you, I feel the walk of love still down.
And then we have the introduction of a proper pop ballad drum beat, the boom cha, with a really nice reverb on the snare to make it sound big. And it's really good because you don't want the tempo to go up, because then that sort of goes away from the whole feel of what the song is meant to be, but it just adds so much power and adds a bit more of a call of a response. And it's just the best way to lift up a chorus and just make it sound so much bigger.
But after all that I've been through, long as I'm with you, no breaking me down to the bone. And this avalanche with you, nobody can hurt us now.
That high note was so good in there. It was a little crackle, but that sort of crackle really suits James Arthur's voice. It really brings across the emotion. There's not many male pop artists who, when you listen to them singing, you actually hear and feel the emotion in their voice. And it's a very good storytelling sort of vocal. Like when you listen to him, you're sort of immersed in his voice, immersed in the lyrics. If you listen more closely, I feel like you could really like hit home with what the song's trying to get across to you because of like how raw and like powerful and emotional his voice is.
Think of all the wasted nights. Think of all the tears you cried because of me, because of us. That's what make it out alive. Hold my hand, I'll sleep forever.
That was a nice bridge, really nice. Took you away from the sort of common structure of the song, gave you something new. Again, that word, development.
Under this avalanche with you, avalanche with you. I feel the world collapsing down. After all that I've been through, lose all with you. Diving me, say to me, I'm not alone.
I did want to pause that then because I was just enjoying that too much. But again, like, we've got the addition of vocal ad-libs now for the final chorus to make it sound really big, filling them gaps in the chorus where he's not singing, and just like it just makes this last chorus the biggest one, which you kind of always want to do sometimes in a pop song, ending up like with the big finish. And it just, again, it adds more emotion to the song, and so methodical in the way he does it. It's not just random ad-libs, they all make sense, and that's what I love about his production in songs.
Avalanche with you, avalanche with you. Nobody can hurt us now.
Some pads there in the background. I heard a couple of pads there which were laid in with the strings as well, again, which will just add a bit more warmth, a little bit more texture to the strings, and to really build on the atmosphere in that final chorus. Sometimes I find that pads are a really good way to add to a chorus without ruining what you've already built, because you know when you get to a final chorus you got to be careful that you don't add too much to the point where it's just a car crash and there's too much going on. So pads are a really good subtle way just to like add on what you've already built, and especially in the string section, so that's really cool. But what do I think of the song overall? I absolutely love it. You know, like I didn't want to keep pausing it, but it's a reaction video, so I've got to stop and talk about things that I hear. So if you did want to hear the whole song, I'll leave the link below for you to go check out and listen to the whole song. But I approve of it massively. I think it's a really cool song. It's vintage James Arthur and I absolutely love it. It's quite an emotional song and it's a really chill one as well, and I think I'd be listening to that if I just want a chill evening. It would sound really cool on vinyl. But yeah guys, this was my reaction video to Avalanche by James Arthur. If you enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button again, because demonetization is real. Other than that guys, again, I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you in the next one.